Hello everybody, it is your boy Max Plays 104 here. I know it's been a little while since my last YouTube LEGO video, but that is because, I don't know. Well actually, I do know. It's been a little while because I've been making all these new LEGO architecture sets all month, and I'm now here voiceovering them. And today is my birthday, the day you're seeing this. I've uploaded a brand new series of videos on today. A couple more LEGO videos, 2 of them, or 3 of them, are architecture, and one of them is Minecraft. And another one of them is probably what I did over the weekend with the tards. Because every time on my birthday now we just go and make a video. Remember last year was the trampoline park birthday video. Yeah, that was crazy. Anyways, today, right now, we're going to be building San Diego, California. One of my most favorite cities of all time. Just because it is so great. America's finest city. There's so many cool landmarks you can build. For example, it's got the zoo, it's got the beaches and whatnot, but it's also got very interesting stuff. And right now, over here in this left side, we're building Balboa Park, which is a series of museums and other historical buildings that have significance for the city, that makes the city a lot of money. But it's also a great tourist attraction. There's so many cool places and museums here. There is, for example, the Air and Space Museum, which is really cool. One of my favorites, the Science Center. It's by far, in my opinion, the best museum that they have there, because it's so cool. But in here, we're going to be building the Air and Space Museum, which is this sort of large disc building structure with another little round one that's a little bit taller. And it's on this big cliff-ish area with trees on it, and then there's a street. There's a highway. And over here on this other side, we're going to be building the Museum of Man, or the Museum of Us, which I did build large scale for fun a long time ago, of just this structure. But because it's LEGO architecture, we're going to be building a miniature scale version, which is this church tower looking structure with this round thing, and then the bell tower, what it is. Adding some little road, and then some trees, finally. And then, for this set, we're going to be building 3 major buildings. We're going to have the... what is it called? Symphony Towers, the One America Plaza, and finally, one of the 2 Harbor Club's buildings. There's a Harbor Club East and West, but they're both identical. When building the Harbor Club East or West, I just bid it. I built it in a way that I didn't like it later, so I went back and changed it. So if it looks different in the final rendering, that's probably why, because I went back and changed it. In that little front part that you see me build out, that's going to be the USS Midway, which is this aircraft carrier, which is also a museum, which is pretty cool. Anyways, here we are building the Symphony Towers. It is this sort of brown building with these like black windows on it that go down it on all sides, connected to this smaller little building thing. Anyways, so it is, like I just said, like that, and we're going to be building it in 3x5, which is a really weird way to build something, but you know, we'll deal with it. I'm going to be using these 2 brick height, well, not exactly 2 brick height, I don't know why, but 2 block high outward things with studs on it. Yeah, what a great way to describe it. I don't know the names of the LEGO pieces. Great. Anyways, on them they have the black windows or whatever, like I said. Right here, we're doing the connection between that building, or in that part, and the other section, the smaller building that's also connected to it. This one is more grayish. It's more gray than brown. It's really not that brown at all. But it's smaller too, and it's got less window stuff on the sides, but there is still some noticeable. This is probably the most proud LEGO set I've ever made in architecture. Just how accurate it is, and how much just cool it is. Like, because this one is more different than the other ones I built, because the buildings are a lot shorter in general, but I also like how much detail I put into it, like with the other buildings I included. Because usually my LEGO architecture sets are really boring because they're just like a couple buildings and that's it, and just some street. But this one I put some really greenery into it, and I put some like roads into it, and I really like it. Anyways, we're putting the glass on now, but first we're gonna go back and change the color of these things to black, so it looks better at the final rendering, I guess, when we do it on the black, so it doesn't look like really weird with the glass not being the same as the back color. In the middle, I was a little bit struggling because this part was really funky, how it like triangulated into a smaller shape down to a certain point. But what I ended up doing was I grabbed these like miniature rooftop looking slope slanted pieces, and then I grabbed one of these grabber things and I put a pole on it, and I went down to make it sort of thin it out, I guess, from the top, and which made it look really cool. And on the inside I had to change it up too, and then I had to put in a extra post, and I had to put it on the inner side to make it more size accurate, because it wasn't really that when doing it at first, so I had to go and do it like that. And now we're putting the pole on. Boom. Perfect. And now we're filling it back in with dark brown pieces. If you guys are enjoying these LEGO architecture series, don't forget to keep leaving suggestions in the comments of what you want to see next. Because I did upload a couple of videos like I mentioned today, and some of them are LEGO architecture. Those other, was it 3? Yeah, those other 3 were LEGO sets that have been suggested that I haven't had time to make yet until now. So yeah, if you requested those, cool, you made it into the video with your city idea. So yeah, please leave your suggestions in the comments so then I can build the cities that you want me to next, because it's really cool. And now we're building the roof of this building, which is like this weird square sideways, I guess. And then we're putting like base under it, I guess. Street. And then here in the front, or actually, what are we building next? I haven't seen this video in a little while. What am I doing? Oh, more street. And then right here's where I'm gonna make a design change. I'm gonna get rid of that little bridge I made in a little bit, actually. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, no. We're building the One America Plaza first. I'm so sorry. Ugh. I just remember how I made this video, not going back and watching it. Ugh. Alright, anyways. I'm building right here at the bottom. That's like gonna be like a little flagpole thing, kind of sticking out of the side, because there's kind of that at the base of it. And this building is just a back and forth light blue, and like dark blue, dark navy blue window glass, yeah. Now you guys might have seen something very similar to this a long time ago in my very first LEGO architecture custom set video, where I talked about how I was making them. Like the introduction video. The thumbnail was that original San Diego set, but now I've remade it and made it better, which is something I like doing. Whenever I've done this many times before. I have a whole file of like a bajillion LEGO architecture sets. Most of them I haven't even made for a YouTube video. I made them before I even started making videos on them. They were so cool. Point is, I would sometimes on some of if I didn't like them that much, I'd be like, man, this would look a lot better with this piece instead of this. So I'd go back and change it and make it look a lot better. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this, not only comment, leave a like and subscribe, do that too, because we're actually doing surprisingly well on views and stuff. I've been checking the analytics, and we have been getting a surreal amount of views and subscribers as of reaching 200 views, or 200 subscribers. The views have gone up like crazy. We're getting like at least 100 a day, which is absolutely insane. I love all of you guys for this. You guys are like the absolute best. You're crazy. But keep leaving likes, subscribing, and watching my videos, because they're gonna get even crazier in the future whenever like I get bigger and, you know, like get more popular, whatever. But we're not there yet. Right now, we're building this city hall thing. I don't know what it's called, and I just in the middle of doing it, and I was like, you know what? What if I built this, just because of how somewhat noticeable it is? I don't know what it's called. It's just a it looks like a main hall building. I mean, that's what I'd call it. Kind of looks like a high school, but you know. But over here in the front, I'm adding these two greenish buildings. I don't know what they're called, and I know it's completely inaccurate, but I just felt like adding them because it added more like character to the city. Also because of the diversity in colors. It made it just look super cool, to be honest. I mean, damn, look at that. That looks really nice. I mean, dang, wow. Sometimes in the middle of the streets in downtown, you would find like these gaps with trees in them, so that's what I'm doing here. Continuing our street. And then in the very front of the city, very noticeable part, we're going to build the midway after we put more trees down here, because trees are really great. I forgot about this palm tree Lego piece too. I'm glad I went back and started using it again, because this is actually a really good Lego piece. Just like that, palm trees. Adding more height to this building. And now we're gonna build the midway. Now, I did originally have one specific way of building it where I put the sloped, angled pieces underneath, but it didn't go well with the, or I mean, it wasn't physically right with the water underneath because it would like phase through it. And here on the Max Plays 104 channel, when we make Legos architecture sets, we don't let these things not be inaccurate. We want it to be actually possible to make if you were to ever try to make these. Meaning, not exactly piecewise, but it has to be physically possible to make. So we can just skip through some of this, blah, blah, blah. And then I went back and changed it into plates right here. There we go. That's much better. Changing it to plates, and then once we have finished this, we get to our final building, which is the Harbor Club. The reason I'm saying not Harbor Club East or West is because it could be either of them, to be honest. My original design right here is what I'm doing. I think, what's happening? Oh, I went back and looked at the other San Diego to see how I did it originally. This design was changed in my revision, but for the sake of the video, I'm still gonna show how I made it. My remake wasn't really too different. I just added the angled pieces with studs on the sides of it, instead of plates on the side. That doesn't make sense, but you'll see how it makes sense later. But yeah, I found really important use for this piece right here, the brick with like the round part on it. But yeah, here what I did was I put this 2x4 plate, and then I stacked 1x2 ones on the top of it. But in the revision, I changed it, and instead I put that round 2x2 piece, not that one there, but like the flat one, and then on some of the black parts in it, and then I flipped it upward and put tiles on the side of the building using the angled pieces with studs on it. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, you'll see what I mean when it's finished, basically. But because of that, we can just kind of skip through it. But I mean, the roof at the top is also the same as the other one. But like, look at that. Look at that. That looks so good. I love how great this looks. And then we have to like put stuff on the bottom, whatever. And then there's like plants and whatnot. Because there's two of them, but I'm not putting two of them. But there's kind of a pool at the top, and then there's plants and stuff to make it like lush and nice and cool. So we're putting those in now. I'm gonna kind of skip through it just because I already finished this. And then here towards the end, add really hard time trying to place it down and angle it. But here we can skip to right here where I finally place it down, just like that. All right. And then now we are angling it and putting it down, and then putting a street around it, and then we just put some more palm trees there too to add more lushness to this area, because it is pretty lush. Or I mean, there's a lot of palm trees in it. That's what we're leaving these studs for. Let me grab palm trees, or I guess we're adding more space outward. And then more street and palm trees. Oh yeah, that looks magnificente. My goodness, that is beautiful. And now we're putting on the base plate, or the front part. Front part, yeah, whatever, you know what I mean. Render it, and then BAM! Wow! Look at that. Most proud Lego arch set ever. That looks super good. Okay, now let's compare it to the others, the regular skyline. You can pretty much see what I'm going for with some of these buildings and where they are. And then now we go back to the LEGO set, and wow, my goodness, this looks crazy. I love it, Max Plays 104. You should make more. Once again, guys, don't forget, leave your suggestions in the comments of what you want to see next. Leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and with all that said,